Hi, Dan here, and here's another quick tip on goal kicking. Before moving back, stand over the ball in the kicking position. You're able to judge the footing and cue up the actions that follow. Goal kicking can be complicated, but you can make it easier by breaking it down to bite-sized pieces. And remember, practice, practice, practice makes perfect.
Boom! Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Noah Finau, and in the locker room today, we have New Zealand Under-23 Ultimate Frisbee rep, Matt Richardson. Come on in, mate.
Boom, got the skills. I've got the skills too, mate.
How's it going, bro? Thanks for
Not
coming
bad,
into
mate.
the locker room.
Yeah, my pleasure, my pleasure.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Matt Richardson, go to Victoria University, 20 years old, played Ultimate Frisbee for about nearly 2 years.
Yep.
Work at Bunnings over in Nani. Yeah.
So, what exactly is Ultimate Frisbee?
It's a pretty fast-paced game. The field's shaped like a rugby field, just a bit shorter, about 64 metres. If you imagine the game a mixture of American football and netball, whereas you can't run with it, but you can throw the disc anywhere on the field. Catch the disc in the end zone, sort of like scoring a try in rugby, and you get 1 point.
So, do you have any celebrations when you score? Pizza man?
Yes, yeah, we can sort of show each other the discs, sort of like a shameful thing. Someone shows you the disc if you get scored on. Bit embarrassing, but yeah, at the World Champs and stuff that I've watched, there's some pretty hefty celebrations.
Well, I want to learn a whole lot more about this right after Kaks vs Kids. Roll the tape.
Welcome to Kaks vs Kids, the toughest rugby course in the world. It will take skill, speed, strength, courage, and just a little bit of luck to take down Rugby World Cup winning champion Richard Kaks Kahui. Who is a contender and who is a pretender? Let's meet the challengers. In red is our man, Fatty, 9 years old, and he crashes and bashes in the midfield. His favourite All Black is DC. Jack Dixon Taylor, what a name. He's a hooker, and his favourite player is Kevin Mialamu. Olivia in blue, she's on the wing, and so is her favourite All Black, the man they call Corey James.
Olivia, so who do you think is going to be the hardest person to beat in today's race?
Kaks, because he's real fast and he's an All Black.
I think you got him. Fetty, what's going to be the hardest obstacle?
The sprigs,
Why is that, mate?
because I normally don't do them.
Who does them?
My dad.
Might have to call him to come down, mate. Jack, what's our game plan?
Try my hardest.
Try your hardest, eh? That's a good game plan, Kaks?
Yeah, it's going to be a good game plan. It's pretty tough out there. I know the course is
No,
hard.
it's not. No, rubbish. This is an easy course. If I did this, I would absolutely destroy them.
All right, mister.
Every last one of them.
Oh, wow, is that a challenge?
Right, you're on.
Righto.
Woohoo!
You do it.
Let's go. Kaks is the
Go on,
referee.
Yes!
You guys better beat him, or I'm going to send you all off. On your marks, set. Your shoelaces undone.
What?
Go!
Well, this is a first for Kaks vs Kids. A bit of a role reversal.
Get under there.
I'm under.
Come on. Come on.
Let's see how our ref goes against our small blacks.
Come on, get through there.
Olivia leading the way with Fetty following in closely behind.
Move in there. Yeah, good pass. Yeah.
Holy moly, I think our ref underestimated our small blacks course.
Is that good? Come on. Come on.
Looks like Kaks is in the mood for some payback. Our ref is in trouble.
Put the sprigs in, guys. Come on. You know which way to turn them?
Oh,
lefty
hang on.
loosey, righty tighty.
The ref huffing and puffing, and there's still a long way to go.
Hey.
You might have to pick those up.
Don't cheat.
Let's go.
You're cheating.
I'm going to have to buy you a gym membership.
you're
You're
not.
that
I'm
slow,
gone.
and you're
gone.
that lazy, and you're that...
I'm
Go,
gone.
go,
You're
go.
distracting me.
You're that lazy.
No,
Get moving. Go, go. You're slowing us down.
Kaks sounds like more of a drill sergeant than a referee. Our small blacks hit the tackle bags and onto the
Big
press-ups, and still no sign of our referee.
Where is he?
Oh, here he is.
Oh, come on. It's not that hard. You said it was easy. Come on.
I think it's safe to say our ref is regretting his little trash talk at the start of the race.
Go on. 10 push-ups. Let's go, guys, let's go.
Kaks looks like he's quite enjoying this.
Come on, Fatty.
And Fetty looks like he's enjoying winning the race, because look at him go. Boom, bang, another win for the Red.
Right off there. You're the winner. You are the winner. There you go, mate. Make that.
Olivia takes a stumble, but that won't stop her coming in second place.
Keep moving.
Come on. You're out of here, man. You need to do some conditioning.
I want my mum.
How did you get started with Ultimate Frisbee?
I like throwing a Frisbee since I was 10 or 11 years old. And then it's obviously not a very big sport in New Zealand or Wellington. So I couldn't really play anything too serious until I got to university in 2011. And Victoria have quite a good team. And I saw them playing on the big play out, which is sort of like a chance for all the first years to come along, play some sports and, you know, get friendly with all their new classmates. And I went over and started playing with them for about 3 hours straight and yeah, never looked back.
Mate, I just saw on this, Matt ripped this down to win the first test match against Australia in 2011, 11-7. Liam hucked it. First off, mate, congratulations on beating the Wallabies.
Yeah,
It's
cheers.
always good to beat those Aussies.
Damn right.
What is ripped? We play ripper rugby, small black.
Bit different. Pretty much means you catch the disc, but when you go up in the air to catch the disc when it's floating above you, you sort of grab it out of thin air and you rip it down.
So you're part of the international team. You do a bit of travelling?
So I do a bit of travel around New Zealand, but obviously going to Toronto is a different kettle of fish. So
you're going to the World Champs right over there?
yeah, it's in July. It's going to be extremely interesting.
Well, mate, we do a fair bit of travelling around New Zealand as well. Check it out, what we got up to this week on Small Blacks on Tour.
Two things Noah loves, rugby and fashion. When I was a small black, I had to decide whether I wanted to be a rugby player or a runway model. Turns out, you have to be coordinated to do both. So when I found out about a rugby player who does fashion in his spare time, I had to check it out. But first, I need a posse. Check them out.
Hey, I'm Jasper. Hi, I'm Cohen.
And we're here to catch up with Stacked co-founder and Highlander, Nasi Manu. Nasi, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
My boys,
What's up?
Jasper and Cohen.
What's up, mate?
So this is the office, where you make stacked clothing.
No, mate, this is the office where I train, mate. This is for rugby.
Oh, the other dream job. So where are the gears then?
Oh, yeah, you want to check out the gears? We'll go to my house.
Let's roll. Nasi burst onto the Super Rugby scene as a 19-year-old and has played over 50 Super Rugby games for the Crusaders and Highlanders. Last year, the rampaging number 8 got together with All Blacks Sevens player Mark Jackman and made the clothing label Stacked. And the number 1 item for sale is the cap.
One of our main sort of sales at the moment is our costume chat.
Yeah.
So we rip your silly by wearing a snapback. You know how all the Americans have got their, you know...
Brooklyn, Compton.
yeah. So we thought, you know, why not New Zealand? You know, rip your silly. We've got costume chat. We've got an Auckland hat coming out.
Where's the Wellington one, man?
And we've got a Wellington hat coming
Tawa?
out. Don't know about Tawa just yet, but...
Normally, a rugby cap is what an All Black is given after playing his first game. Or in Richie's case, his 100th test match. But when Small Blacks think of caps, they're probably thinking of these ones. They can be worn like this, or backwards, and come in different styles, like the stacked snapbacks.
So, boys, Nasi does fashion and plays the ukulele in his free time. What do you boys get up to?
Mostly I draw and sometimes make bracelets and stuff. Rugby and read.
So, Colin, you draw and you make bracelets as well, fashion accessories. Nasi, do you need another person on the Stack team?
yeah, we'll give him a go, eh? We'll let him draw. Let's do it.
Nasi spends his time on his online store and working with his partner on new products. We thought we'd have a go as well and design our very own Small Blacks TV caps.
Okay, so this is where it all starts, the drawing board.
So Nasi, were you always the best in your team?
Nah, not really. I think when I was at high school, I think I just started training really hard and then started to become better and better.
What makes a really good cap?
Yeah, I think just simple letters and good colours, I guess.
Well, Nasi, you're doing my 2 dream jobs and you're doing them awesome. Thanks heaps for showing us around today. Stacked is awesome.
Yeah, who would have thought rugby and fashion would work?
Yeah.
So, high fives all round.
Welcome back, Small Blacks. We're in the locker room with Matt Richardson, ultimate Frisbee extraordinaire. Mate, I noticed when you were throwing it to me earlier, you got this funky kind of throw.
It's just a different pass. It's known as a dump pass, used to throw short distances in outdoor Frisbee. The general one is there's the backhand, sort of that everyone throws at the beach with the dog, and then you've got the forehand, hand like a gun, and under the Frisbee.
Well, you know what they say, mate.
Dangerous.
If you can catch a Frisbee, you can catch a rugby ball. You can. Good work, mate. You watch Shortland Street? Don't be shy, mate.
Maybe.
So you might know my mate Vinny.
Yeah.
Paul Amangasiva. He's coming up right now on Small Blacks News.
What? You're still in bed? Snakey, you're on in 2 minutes. Just get out there, put a jersey on. There's no time for Weet-Bix. Hello and welcome to Small Blacks News. I'm Paul Amangasiva and leading your news today. On this day in 2000, legendary winger Doug Howlett became the 47th All Black from Auckland Grammar School, also known as Eggs. And that is the most from any one school in New Zealand. That's why I wasn't an All Black. I never went to grammar school. Well, what do you get when you cross a snake with a pie? A python. Get it? Python. Python. Snake. Together makes it python.
Yeah, I got it. I'm laughing on the inside. Snakes do that. Anyhow, here I am on the streets wearing a tidy number from the Bay of Plenty. Let's see how brainy the people are today. What provincial rugby jersey am I wearing?
Bay of Plenty.
Bay of Plenty, correct.
Bay of Plenty.
Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, it looks like an Otago type one to me.
Genius.
True or false? Bethlehem is in the Bay of Plenty. True.
False. True.
Yeah, there we go.
True.
True, correct. Name the Australian Idol from Tauranga. Stan. What?
I can't say. Black bucks. Something.
Oh, Stan Walker.
That's awesome! Wow.
So Jesus was born in Bethlehem? That's why New Zealand is known as God's own. It all makes sense to me now.
Mate, didn't you go to a Catholic college?
Amen, brother. Sectare Fidem. St. Pat's, Wellingtown.
Sounds like you learnt a lot.
Yep, did every year twice.
And that's our cue to stop talking. Stay on side, Bay of Plenty.
Mate, what's the best advice you've been given about ultimate Frisbee?
Learn to box someone out. That pretty much means when the disc is up in the air and the defender's trying to get it and I'm trying to get it, I form a barrier between the defender and the disc.
Well, mate, another person who always has good advice is All Black captain, Richie McCaw.
Richie, my coach plays me in a position I don't like. What would you do?
It's obviously a bit of a tricky one for the coach. He's got to fit everyone in, and not everyone can play the positions they want. You know, I'd like to play number 10, but I can't. I think as a young fella, it's good to try all the positions, but I only ever played in the forwards when I was young. The great thing about rugby, even though you're a forward or a back or whatever position, you can still do everything out in the rugby field. You can tackle, you can run with the ball or whatever. So when you get the opportunity to try the ones, just get into it. But the coach is obviously, you've got to trust him a little bit sometimes too.
Come on, Matt, tackle! Tackle! See, he doesn't even tackle.
It's like he's scared or something. Look at him. He doesn't even listen to me.
Don't worry, Matt. We don't care.
It's not like we play for the All Blacks. Come on.
Small blacks aren't All Blacks. Try having fun on both sides of the white line.
Welcome back, Small Blacks. We're here with ultimate Frisbee player Matt Richardson. How does New Zealand rank in, like, you know, in rugby, we're obviously the best in the world. What about in Frisbee?
Well, because it's still quite amateur in New Zealand, we're not in the top 5. Some of the better countries are America, Canada, Japan. Our open team went last year and they did quite well. So, I mean, we'd hope for a top 10 finish.
And what's interesting is that you don't have a ref in ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, true. One of the only sports, well, that I can think of. It is all self-refed, so it can lead to arguments at times, but it's generally quite good. Most people are pretty spirited, and spirit is a big part of ultimate Frisbee in the world, so it keeps everyone under control most of the time.
Mate, that sounds like something Green and Mean would like. No ref. They're coming up next on Rugger Quiz.
Boss, what's the plan today, boss?
Yeah, boss. How are we gonna cheat?
I don't know. Maybe you can answer a question right for once in your miserable lives.
Back fans everywhere, welcome to your favourite game show, Rugger Quiz. Let's put our hands together for the man with hair so perfect it wouldn't even move in a hurricane. Clarkson!
Hi, and welcome to Rugger Quiz. Thank you, booming voice in the sky. Who have we got joining us today?
Clark, they've got massive heads holding huge brains. Welcome the Yellow Bellies. And their opponents, it's the vile, disgustingly filthy, Green and Mean.
Question 1. How wide is a rugby field?
Alice, Yellow Bellies.
Clark, it's no more than 70 metres wide.
Correctamundo! That's 10 points to the Yellow Bellies!
Robbo, get back here! I'd say you're as silly as a bag of hammers, but I've known too many brainy hammers. If you were a light bulb, you'd be so dim we'd be in complete darkness.
Sorry, boss. I'm just trying to help. Is it just me? Or is Barry being particularly nasty today?
I almost feel sorry for the others.
True or false? The All Blacks haka was written by Stan Walker.
Tubbs, Green and Mean.
True. I love Stan Walker.
-10 for that one, I'm afraid, Squat.
Squat, keep that quiet. I have heard tone-deaf seagulls screeching because their beaks have fallen off and make more tootful noise than that record!
It's okay, Squat. You can come and help us if you want. We're always nice.
Good riddance. Anyone else care to defect? Now shut up and answer the next question.
Now it's time for El Chirreo teaser. The Māori word for nasty is...
Power, Green and Mean.
I don't know, Clark, but it should be Barry.
Power, that answer is ridiculous. You are so stupid you make a stone look smart. You make a fence post look like a rocket scientist.
Yeah, well, I was Squat. I quit.
Good. Well, we don't need you anyway, do we, Robbo?
No, we're all good from where I'm standing, boss.
Fine. With the three of you over there, I can finally think straight.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all, this happens. You know what time it is.
I was born in 1984 and went to Otonga Primary School. I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters, and my favourite subject at school was lunch.
Team, I know this. I have it covered. It's a pity you're so mean, Barry, because you will still have a team.
I first played rugby when I was 12 years old. and now I am a blindside for the Chiefs. Who am I?
Barry, green hat, hang about. Yellow bellies?
Maybe I was a tad harsh before. Why don't we all have a cup of tea and say sorry? Now, William, you were saying?
That player is All Black Liam Messam.
If you guessed Liam Messam, then you're right.
And the yellow bellies and green and mean share the spoils. We're all mates again, so let's grab that hot cuppa. But before we go, let's look at next week's What Am I? Kids, if you know the answer, text it through to 4888 and you can win this great rugby ball. I'm Clark Clarkson. Catch you next week.
Another awesome episode of Rugger Quiz. And if you want to see more of the Ruggabees in action, text Rugger Tales to 4888 and this DVD could be coming your way. Boom. Mate, you got good skills. If someone wanted to get an ultimate Frisbee, what skills would they need?
Oh, I mean, there's leagues for all type. If you want to begin, if you want to just start out playing Frisbee, you don't have to have any skills really.
Well, mate, our All Blacks are always helping out our Small Blacks, and this week they're teaching them some more awesome skills.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie Famwina, and today I'm going to show you a little drill we do to help with our core strength while practicing a key part of the game. It's called twin and place. Core strength means how strong your tummy muscles are, because a strong tummy gives you strength all around your body. And if you have strength, you can do this.
Inside ball from Cruden, holds two defenders, and look at the power Kane. Does not want to be put on the ground.
And the All Blacks work a great move, and Manu is in the second take, and it's been snapped up instead by Corey Jane.
Busting through the tackle there, which is a pretty weakish effort, but he's a hard man to stop.
To do this drill, you will need a ball and 3 mates. Easy as that. All 4 of you lie down with your feet touching. The first player starts off with the ball and reaches over and places it to the next person next to them, and they repeat it. Remember to twist at the waist and really feel that tummy crunching. Let's see it done properly with our Small Blacks. Once you have that sorted, try going the other direction and speed up. Remember to concentrate on placement and never throw or drop the ball. Get on the phone and get some mates around and give it a go. Or even better, sign up for the All Blacks Camp for Kids. Check it out at abcforkids.co.nz.
Well, team, that's the end of our show this week. Matt, thanks heaps for coming into the locker room.
And my pleasure, my pleasure.
Good luck for the World Champs, mate.
Thank you.
Small Blacks, we'll see you same time, same place next week. Peace out. Boom. I want to learn how to throw this thing cool.
Yeah.
So, what was it?
Just roll it off the index.
Roll it off the index. Roll.
Yeah.
Is there still time for me to make it to the New Zealand under-23 team?
Yeah, sure. You can't watch.
Probably doesn't help that I'm older than 23, eh?
Yeah, nah, not really, but...
Boom. Look at that. That's like
Catch it
Corey
like a
Jane
rugby
catch.
And it's my favourite. And hot.
Nice work, Tommy. Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.